Just wanted to show some information. You are 30 times more likely to poison yourself with organic produce because it allows BT, that big word right there. It's kind of a myth about it being natural. Let's talk about it a little bit more. So here is some of the stuff that you really need to pause and read. This guy has it pretty right that, yeah, people struggle with E. coli, but let me tell you something. You should put it on the fall before and till it in the spring of, and yeah, conventional labor and all that crap comes into play. But are organic pesticides any better? I mean, they're still dangerous. Look, they're still dangerous. And the EPA, well, we all know how they're doing in North Carolina right now. So overall, organic food, nutritionally, is about the same, but it yields smaller fruit and vegetables, so you're going to have to eat twice as many. The downside of organic foods, they cost more money. They cost more money. For what? And they're still using pesticides. I'll show you here in just a minute. They're still using pesticides. So, this is from Cora. I heard that farmers still use pesticides even though it's labeled organic. Yes, they do. Organic means that the soil can't have had anything used in 3 years, but they do still use pesticides. And here's something about organic farmers and how they label things. Let's look at it a little bit more closely. So if you stop to read that, basically it's saying they look at soil quality. They don't want anything in there but, for 3 years. And the use of pesticides and additives. But it also has to be USDA regulated. Yes, USDA regulated. And the biggest difference is that organic pesticides are natural, while synthetic are man-made. But where do the men get them? Now, it says here that many organic pesticides are less toxic than their synthetic counterparts. But that doesn't mean that they're safe or won't cause environmental harm. Okay, sure. Now, they go back to talk about, the organic compounds such as DDT can be toxic. Well, no, crap, we learned that a long time ago. And then they try to vary away, saying that the inorganic pesticides, can be so much worse and blah, blah, blah. It's just a bunch of crap. Then they go on to blow smoke up your butt and say that these are the most common and safe organic pesticides. Look at them. They're not going to work. I can tell you as someone that's farmed and grown gardens, they're not going to work. So what's an example of an organic pesticide? Looky there. Organic pesticides contain carbon in their chemical structure. Examples of organic pesticides include, look at that. Look like glyphosate. Oh my gosh, where have we heard that before? Yeah, one of the big no-nos. So some of the organic pesticides have glyphosate in them, but it was synthesized in the 1950s or 60s by this Swiss guy. So, yeah, not natural. So why are they lying to us? Well, let's look a little deeper. You see, in 2016, Monsanto was bought by Bayer. Monsanto controls all the seeds. Most farmers cannot replant their seeds, harvest their seeds. Monsanto owns the seeds. That's why heirloom quality seeds in certain states are so expensive now. Monsanto doesn't want you using your seeds. While Monsanto wants you to think that they're all organic, look at that. They're found in processed foods like high fructose corn syrup and that soy crap. That's what they produce, but they want you to think, oh, we're good. And look at this. They own the seed library. They are the monopoly position, meaning that all American farmers have little choice but to buy from them, and they cannot use their own seeds because seeds made from Monsanto will not create a plant that will produce again. You can't harvest over and over again. And then Monsanto agreed to plead guilty to illegally using pesticides. Does it get any better? Does it get any more oxymoronic? Can we say, gee, you did the exact opposite of what you said you'd do? Now look at this. I'm showing you where I got this. Now we're going to look at the real headline. Behind the company that changed agriculture as we know it. Gee, I wonder who that could be. The people that lied about being organic and then made high fructose corn syrup and then had to plead guilty? So the POP words mean that organic stuff only has to meet FDA regulations, and per this regulation code, vaccines are okay. Now if that don't tell you who's blowing smoke.